Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Amanda, and today you're going to be seeing a video of a commission that I drew a few days ago. A good friend of mine wanted me to draw a picture of the both of us, so that's what you'll be seeing today. So right from the get-go, I'm pulling out my Col-Erase erasable colored pencils. I like using the red one a lot. It helps me kind of sketch down basic shapes of what I want to draw and kind of some minimal details before I start pulling out the ink pens. So if that's something that you feel would be very useful for you, I'll put down the Amazon link for those below. So what you're seeing is I'm drawing myself first because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little less intimidated with drawing myself in comparison to other people because I don't want people to feel like, is that how you feel that I look? And you know, so that's a whole thing. So I'm used to drawing myself. I've done a few self-portraits in the past, but I just wanted to make sure that this kind of looked stylized and cute. So hopefully in this process, I will achieve that. Oh, and the dreaded hands. I always hate drawing hands. They're just... It's a common thing that artists dread drawing, but at some point you're gonna have to get over that fear and just jump right in. Just like how I jumped in with these ink pens right now. So I started off with the glasses. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of like drawing glasses, although that's also nerve-wracking because they need to be symmetrical. So, but now I'm starting off with the eyes and kind of working my way around with different line weights as well. So I chose the B Faber Castell ink pens. So for my skin and my arm, because I guess the way I was thinking about it is that my arm is kind of a little bit up further compared to where my face would be if someone were standing in front of us. So I wanted the line weight to be thicker there. But who knows? I'm still practicing, so I really wanted to try to be loose with this drawing and not think too much and just kind of go with the flow. Also, I tried drawing the curls near my bangs, which if you've ever seen me in person, which if you've seen my other videos, you probably have, I have like weird curly tufts like near my forehead, and then the rest of my hair is kind of straight / wavy. I get it from my mom, I suppose, but anyway, back to the art. As you see, I am using the colored pencil and erasing everything and then trying to ink stuff down because I wasn't sure if I put my friend's arm in the right place. But looks like I am putting the marks down on the paper, which means they are now permanent. And so noses are very intimidating for me. I never know how to draw them and in what style, and especially using these ink pens. Once you put it down, it's permanent, it's there forever. So at this point I kind of decided, you know what, for the rest of the nose, I'll just make sure to use different shading and values of browns. So here I'm testing them out. And if I were to give any sort of advice in using art markers, whether it's Prismacolor or Copic, it's a really good idea to test out the colors before you do it, especially because the color that is on the paper initially, like the first second, dries differently a few seconds later. So that's why it's always nice to test out. And I'm not always good at following my own advice, but definitely try that out before you go ahead and try out art markers. So the eyebrows were actually giving me a really difficult time in this piece because I felt like eyebrows are such a key piece on anyone's face. Like depending on how they are, it could either make you look like an angry person, a sad person, just relaxed. And so I feel like if I could redo this drawing, I would redraw my eyebrows differently because I just feel like I look angry. But who knows, maybe that's just me who thinks that. So I know in a previous video I talked about how this was going to be kind of my acrylic pouring art channel, but more recently I've gotten back into drawing and using my Copics, sometimes Prismacolor markers, and I don't know, I haven't drawn in a really long time, so I was kind of happy that it came back to me a little bit. So this art channel is probably going to have a whole mixture of painting and drawing and whatever else I decide to try out. So hope you guys don't mind that. So my friend is not blonde, as you can tell, as I'm putting the brown marker over her hair. So I like to start from lightest to darkest. And I feel when you add in like other lighter values of different colors, it adds a lot more dimension to what you're trying to draw if you're using art markers. So that's why I started off with the blonde and then added brown, so that when you're looking at my friend's hair, it'll look like, you know, maybe the sun is hitting it in a certain way so that it looks very nice and, I don't know, golden brown. Now, the thing that I love about Copic markers, as well as Prismacolor markers, is that the colors can mix together with other markers, so that's useful. However, you're also still kind of limited to the amount and like variation of art markers that you have. And as some of you may know, Copic markers are about $8 a marker, so they are very expensive. So they're not always incredibly accessible to everyone. So I know there's other brands out there of art markers that people can try. So if there's any that maybe if you're wondering about some budget markers, maybe I can do a video and try to find some that could be more accessible to others. We'll see. I'm sure there's plenty on YouTube already. So here I'm kind of trying to add shadows to my friend's shirt. Or I guess it almost looks like a sweater, but it's not. It's a shirt. And so I'm a dum-dum. So when I started drawing myself, my head kept getting in the way. So you're going to see some really weird crops of these videos so that you don't have to see my head in the way of everything. So next time I'm going to try a different video perspective. And I tried changing it from the last one because I saw that my hand was always in the way in the last video I uploaded, and now my head is always in the way because I tend to bend down when I draw. So I'll figure that out. I'm sorry in advance if that annoys you quite a bit. That is also why you're going to see my hair go from light brown to dark brown in a second, because my big head was covering the drawing the whole time, so I apologize in advance that you couldn't see that. But we are nearing the end of this drawing. I just have to do the rest of my skin and the shirt and my face. So I was actually unsure on if I was portraying my skin color correctly, because you know my arms are a lot more tan than my face, but I figured if I had drawn that or colored that in that way, that maybe the drawing would look kind of weird. I don't know, maybe I'll have to test that out someday. However, I did give this to my friend already and she liked it, so yay. If you're ever interested in any sort of commissions, drawings, paintings, feel free to message me and I can ship to you, or if you'd rather just have it as like a digital kind of copy, I do that too. So feel free to reach out. I really prefer the brush tip nib on the Copic. I just like being able to express sort of the brush strokes with the marker. So I mostly use that for my shirt, while I used the chisel tip nib on my friend's shirt, and you can kind of see the difference between those two. And now it's done. Yes, there's a background, and I totally forgot to hit record for when I was doing kind of these like sunshine rays on the drawing. So I just used the chisel tip nib to do that. But as you can see, the drawing is complete. And so this took me in total about 4 hours, and unfortunately I couldn't do it all in one shot because my camera kept dying. I did order some more batteries, so that will be coming very soon. But thank you so much for watching. Give the video a like. If you'd like to see more videos from me, then hit subscribe, and hopefully I will see you guys in the future. All right, bye.